imperial divinity is abolished. The new Japanese constitution says that the emperor derives his position from the will of the people with whom resides sovereign power. As the months and years of occupation go on, industrially, Japan resumes her pre-war place as the most advanced nation in Asia. With an abundant labor force, goods made in Japan are shipped to cities and countries around the globe. The Japanese become again the world's leading exporter of textile products. In 1952, just 7 years after Japan's surrender, the Allied occupation ends. Under the Treaty of Peace signed by 49 friendly countries, Japan is restored to full sovereignty and independence. In 1956, she becomes the 80th member of the United Nations. The UN Charter guarantees each member the right of self-defense against armed attack, and so Japan organizes a national defense agency. Its authorized strength is limited to 240,000 men. Land, sea, and air forces are set up solely for the purpose of defending Japan against external aggression. Democracy in Japan is at times tumultuous. On several occasions in the post-war era, well-organized minority groups have managed to storm the Parliament building in frenzied attempts to disrupt deliberations in the Diet. More than once, the Speaker of the House has needed a police escort to reach his chair and call his colleagues to order. Despite the riotous interludes, parliamentary government has survived and grown stronger. There also have been political confrontations in the streets of Tokyo, spearheaded by anti-American youth movements. The opposition is based on security agreements that allowed the United States to maintain military bases on Japanese soil. Also, as years pass, there is an insistent and rising demand that America return Okinawa, the last captured Japanese possession still occupied by the U.S. The relationship between the two countries is at issue in parliamentary elections. Leaders of the pro-American Liberal Democratic Party have controlled the government of Japan for more than a decade. The major opposition party, the Socialists, proclaims a policy of positive neutralism, elimination of U.S. bases in Japan, and establishment of diplomatic relations with Red China. In 1967, Premier Isaku Sato and his Liberal Democrats win 273 of the 486 seats at stake in the parliamentary elections for the House of Representatives. Sato's election assures a continuation of Japan's political and military cooperation with the United States. Seldom in history have two nations, bitter enemies in war, forged such a strong bond of friendship in peace. The American influence is reflected in all aspects of Japanese life. Television comes to Tokyo, and soon Japan is the second largest producer of TV sets in the world. The country's rate of economic growth averages a phenomenal 10% a year. Even traditional American holidays, such as Christmas, find their way across the Pacific to be celebrated with all the sparkle and tinsel found in U.S. department stores. Japan's gross national product soars to $150 billion a year, placing her third in the world behind America and the Soviet Union. The children of Japan live today in a country that is far removed from the war-ravaged nation that emerged from the defeat of World War II. Even the royal family has been touched by the transformation. A commoner, Michiko Shoda, was married to Crown Prince Akihito in a storybook wedding that once would have been unthinkable. The infant prince symbolizes a nation that has turned from autocracy to democracy in a single generation. In 1969, at a White House conference between Premier Sato and President Nixon, Japan passes still another milestone in its post-war history. The Japanese premier successfully negotiates the return in 1972 of Okinawa. Later, the two leaders speak of a new era in relations between the United States and Japan.
I am leaving Washington this afternoon after having successfully completed 3 days of talks with President Nixon and other leaders of the United States government. It gave me the greatest pleasure to being able to strengthen the ties of mutual trust and friendship between the United States and Japan in such an open-hearted atmosphere as prevailed throughout our meetings. Although we still face a number of difficult problems in the present international society, I firmly believe that the paths we have to tread will open up by themselves if we both continue our efforts with hope in the future and in the spirit of mutual understanding and cooperation.
Now President Nixon speaks.
Mr. Prime Minister, I believe that as we stand here today, that in the years ahead, our two governments and our two peoples will work together toward that great goal which is contained in the slogan of the Expo 1970 in Osaka, harmony and progress for all mankind.
Thank you. Thank you.
Japan is once again the most powerful nation in the Pacific, a modern land of 100 million people scattered across 4 main islands and thousands of smaller ones, a pivot point in the preservation of American security in the far Pacific. History has come full circle. Wartime enemies have become peacetime allies, sharing the search for a new era of understanding and harmony in Asia.